Hey guys, it's Mustang 760, and I want to do a good video about what to do when you get back from the paintball field, especially normally on a rainy day and there's more stuff to clean. The first thing that I like to do normally when I'll normally just get like a quick microfiber or some sort of cloth or whatever that I can just take. I mean, this is dirty now because I used it, but basically I just like to run over my gun, you know, if there's any paint, any shells on the hopper, or anywhere on my gear. I just like to wipe it down with this kind of cloth. The next thing I like to do is I normally like to just take everything that I have in my gear bag when it comes to packs, you know, the pants, jersey, knee pads, elbow pads, everything that you have to wear. Basically, just throw it in the wash. I mean, there's nothing. I mean, it comes out mint fresh each time. I mean, look at that. I mean, before you didn't even want to see how bad that was. But also another thing. Also, if you have like a rotor or something, normally after practice, I would just like to throw. And after a day of play, I just like to throw the loader right into the sink down there because it's waterproof. So I just like to throw it all the way down there and just let it sink. And it always works. Next thing, I normally like to take a small little brush. Once I have like a microfiber and wash down all the grime and whatever, I'll normally like to take a little brush and like to brush out whatever's left, like the little shells that are in here through the screws. Make sure everything is tip-top shape. Even go into the reg and make sure that it's all spotless. I already did that, so you see. But before, you should have seen the gun. The gun was completely destroyed. I was surprised my gun even worked. Also through the feed neck and, you know, everything. Also another thing, also if you have like buttons or whatever, or even in the trigger, you know, if you have like some paint that you can't get to. Also to the buttons here, you also want to make sure, because I've got a lot of dirt in here. So you want to make sure that doesn't stop the buttons from clicking. So you should take some note into that. So yeah, another thing that I always like to do is you know, if you have a V Sports Girl, or even if like it has removable foam, but even like a mask doesn't have removable foam, just throw the mask completely in water. Take the lens apart first and just throw it in water, and the same thing for the mask. I mean, it completely cleans the mask. I mean, it's not going to do any harm to it, so it's totally fine. Another thing, I also like to take the pods, and it's very smart the way you do is just take a pod, take all the pods that you have, and just take some water, put some water in there, because normally, you know, when you're in the field, right, normally you're not gonna bother closing the pod while you're playing, right? Some people do, but no, I normally don't, and just throw it in the on the ground. Normally that gets really dirty into the pod, and then that gets into your paint, and that gets into your loader, and that gets into your gun, which that gets into your barrel, and that shoots shit. So it's really important. Also, I'm actually getting now some pod swabs so I can clean them out better. So always just take some waters and then just throw it out, and yeah, that motion? Yeah, I know. Yeah, so just throw it out. I mean, just throw it out and just leave it here to air dry. I think that's it. I'm sorry I'm running really fast. I only have like a minute left on this camera. So yeah, so you cleaned everything here, cleaned here. Also throw the barrel right into the sink and whatever, and just wash it up with hot water. Also, I like to take the rest, like the cases, whatever that I have left over, and I'll basically, you know, I'll put it in sections. Like I'll put the dirty paintballs that are like, you know, shit paintballs over there that are muddy and dirty and whatever. Just leave them there, because I don't like to waste paintballs. I like my balls. And this is just like paint that This is just paint that, you know, it's opened, but it's still really clean. This is paint that's never been opened. So yeah, that's it. I only have 30 seconds left. So I think I've covered pretty much everything. Hope you liked the video. Also, clean your cleats too. Your cleats are very important, because if they're muddy and the cleat inside doesn't get well cleaned, it won't do you justice. Alright guys, I'm running out of time. See you. Thanks a lot.